Good afternoon, everybody. As regards IP policy, it is certainly imperative, as this is the only policy which provides provision for proprietary rights for the invention, which as a result makes the company to have provisions for investments in R&D. This R&D only generates IP, which in turn is very important to sustain the current business, which in turn is responsible for the national economic growth. There are various ways and means IP policies can be enacted. However, there is not absolute liberty. It has to be in line with certain WTO guidelines which are provided there in the TRIPS agreement. However, at the same time, TRIPS agreement also does provide provisions to take into consideration certain national emergencies based on which undue advantage, misuse of the proprietary rights provided to the companies can be rather checked. In view of that only, India has enacted IPR policy. For example, 3D, which Dr. Ahmed has just mentioned. 3D certainly ensures that proprietary rights should not be evergreening for it. Let us take an example of drug molecule. However, multinational companies who have got a patent in a drug molecule, they rather generic patent which covers NCE. In view of the fact that India has certain provisions under 3D, they do have to change in line with Indian national policies for the drafting aspects, ensuring whatever the possible species patent which they want to cover for the polymorphic forms or salts, etc., do have a scope in the generic patent itself. These kind of things has to be taken into consideration. Similarly, other aspects, I will not rather take a longer time. At the same time, other sections, for example, which is much disputed in most of the cases is 8. At the same time, section 84, which you mentioned about compulsory licensing. But I would like to mention section 8. Section 8 says applicant has to share information for foreign filing of the same application with the patent office. If functionally you look at it, functionally, currently US, Japan, Korea, Europe, they are working together to share the prosecution detail of the application filed in this jurisdiction among themselves under PPH, that Patent Prosecution Highway. Principally, if you look at it, 8 has same rather function. In PPH, it is at the state level. However, in section 8, it is at applicant's level. That applicant has to share information relating to prosecution of the application filed in India for filing abroad, as and when there is an office action or eventual action in respect of rejection or allowance of the claim. These kind of things has to be looked at in this perspective rather than that it is being used for revocation of the patents later during post-grant opposition. And with this, I think I will leave it open for the discussion later.